with that being said, I, by my rights of freedom of opinion, believe that this is the culprit who forged the court-sealed court orders. Bonnie Gershon. These void orders, which was enforced by the judge, Dean T. Kusakabi. This fucking guy, he fucking knows that he didn't sign those fucking orders, but yet and still he allowed them to just be enforced. But check this out.
Tara Lenich used to be a high-ranking prosecutor in the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, but the 41-year-old was recently fired after she was caught forging judges' signatures for more than a year to wiretap the cell phone of a love interest. Lenich forged the signatures on 20 court orders to wiretap 2 cell phone numbers, according to a criminal complaint. Lenich told colleagues she was conducting a secret outside investigation, and that's when her claim seemed really suspicious. A spokesman acting for Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez said, "As soon as these allegations were uncovered, we conducted a swift and thorough investigation, immediately terminated the employee, and ordered a comprehensive review of our protocols and procedures." Lenich's most serious offense, the forged instrument charge, carries a maximum of 7 years behind bars if she's convicted.
Now, I don't know if Bonnie is a court clerk or court assistant, but she's heavily involved in this racketeering and preventing me from being a father to my child, and probably the others also. But let me break it down. The court clerk or court assistant sits near the judge, referee, or court magistrate and assists in the preparation of orders. So this is not Bonnie's title, at least not in my case. Maybe she was handpicked by my daughter's mother lawyer, just like Dean. Maybe it was a package deal. But I will break that down in future videos. I don't know. Maybe Bonnie is just a simple clerk, because when I went to the 5th floor of family court to get them to stamp my Supreme Court appeal, who the fuck do I see working as a clerk? Yep, you guessed it. It was Mary Kate and Ashley Face Bonnie. A court attorney is a lawyer who works with and assists the judge by researching legal questions and helping to write decisions. See, this sounds more like Bonnie. She helping to write. Anyway, the court attorney may also meet with the attorneys or parties to a case to try to reach an agreement without the need for trial. Now, we met with Bonnie several times, and it wasn't no agreement, trying to reach an agreement, so we didn't have to go to trial. Bonnie is my daughter's mother's lawyer friend. She was so arrogant with her shit that she just slipped up, and really slipped up, just blurted out that and revealed that they were friends. They was close acquaintances, which is a conflict of interest. But listen, anything goes in family court, especially when someone is willing to spend money and get nothing in return. So this sounds more like Bonnie's title. I mean, she was in the courtroom while one of my hearings was going on. One time, Bonnie and the bailiff with the gun was just staring at me, watching my every move, as if they wanted to see if I was recording it or not. Nonetheless, Bonnie court title is more likely the court attorney. By Article 19 of Human Rights, I say Bonnie title is more likely to be Forging Bonnie. Or a better title could be Drunk Bonnie. Now, if they had any photos of me holding beer, alcohol, or some weed, which is legal in many states, but if that was me in those pictures, they would have made orders, probably forged orders by Drunk Bonnie, for me to go to some type of rehabilitation program and held it against me and prevent me further from being a father to my daughter. And by the court's weapon of presumption and Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, they have every right to label me as a substance or alcohol abuser if they had pictures of me like this. But you know, every time I seen Drunk Bonnie, she appeared to be like cold, like sweater and jacket cold, and half dead in the face all the time, like she was coming down from a binge or some shit. This is just my opinion. On that note, her title is Drunk Bonnie. And by Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, my opinion is maybe Drunk Bonnie was drunk when she forged all those court orders. Maybe Drunk Bonnie is just a good soldier for the judge and her friend who happens to be my daughter's mother attorney, or a great soldier for the family court system. Maybe Drunk Bonnie was just helping her friends take as much money as they could from my daughter's mother. I will address that further in Fighting Fathers Alliance Presents My Case, the miniseries. Let's address a few options of defense for these forged court orders.
Works. This is a form that we have clients sign in our company. So we actually are with the client, for example. We have them sign an initial inside these boxes. Just we print the page out and we give it to them to sign, and then we also have them write in their email address. The email address is important because that's how we do quality control. What we do is we stamp these signatures and initials onto documents, and then we email them to the client to approve. The client emails us back approving a document, and then we can send it off. So this email address allows us to ensure that it's being sent to the right person for approval. Let me show you an actual example of how this works. So I have a sample form filled out here with a fictional buyer named Joe Appleseed right here, and his initials JA, and then a fictional email address joe@joeappleseed.com. And then what I'm going to do is use my program here to just highlight his signature, and I'm going to make a copy of that. But you'll see the problem is that the signature is not transparent, so it covers up the other text. That's not what we want, but there's a way with the Mac to make a transparent image, which I'll do right now. And now all of a sudden his email address, his signature is transparent. You can see that it looks just like a regular signature, and in fact I can copy it and I can take it over here to a sales contract addendum that I have, and I can just paste it right in the right spot there, for example.
Now, I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but each method is someone's personal signature that belongs to one specific person, like a judge. Let's take a look. A legal signature stamp and an electronic signature of any form requires an individual, a human being, a man or woman, a boy or girl, to have a distinctive handwriting and signature. Not even two dog paws, signature or print are identical or are the same. I'm not going to go into the full details about the forge analysis, but let me point something out to you. Look at the D's, paws. They are the only similarities in all of the signatures. The only one that you can say is damn near similar to all the other four. But look at the K's. The letter K is formed by a lowercase l and a sideways lowercase v, or a lowercase l connected to a capital V. This would be a capital K. Look at the V's. Some of the V's are the letter U. If you are unconsciously doing anything religiously, you will do the same or damn near the same every time. Ichiro's batting routine is the same and patterned to him specifically. My point is, a person's signature is their own personal routine. It's ritualistic. If you're doing something every day religiously and it's your routine, there is no way that it can be different, completely different. There will always be some type of indication that, yeah, this is you. Even if you want to get sloppy that day, even if you want to get fancy that day with your handwriting on your signature, you can tell if you wrote that, signed that, or not. But like I said, maybe Drunk Bonnie was drunk when she, and I must add that I'm exercising my right of opinion by way of the Declaration of Human Rights, Title 19, before I say what I'm about to say. But maybe Drunk Bonnie was drunk when she signed the judge's name on all those court-sealed orders. Trust, they will try to justify it only to willingly perjure themselves. I just hope that they are wise enough not to perjure themselves on paper. And I hope and pray that they are wise enough not to perjure themselves under oath.
A former New York prosecutor is accused of illegally tapping the phones of an NYPD detective. Turns out that detective was a love interest. Now federal prosecutors are saying she also forged judges' signatures for a year and a half before she was caught. RT correspondent Trinity Chavez has that story in New York.
Former assistant district attorney in the Brooklyn DA's office pleaded not guilty on Monday to charges that she illegally conducted wiretaps, but federal prosecutors are saying otherwise. Tara Lenich was fired last November from her position as a high-ranking deputy chief of the Brooklyn DA's office after she was arrested for allegedly spying on an NYPD detective and fellow prosecutor, who she believed to be romantically linked. Lenich is accused of forging multiple judges' signatures several times for over a year. She allegedly cut out copies of the judges' signatures from legal documents and then taped them onto others to make it look like the judges signed off on the wiretapping. Federal prosecutors issued a statement on Monday stating for nearly 16 months between approximately June 2015 and November 2016, Lenich created fraudulent judicial orders as a part of her illegal wiretapping scheme. Specifically, she forged the signatures of multiple New York State judges onto the illicitly created judicial orders that purportedly authorized the KCDA to intercept communications occurring over 2 cellular telephones. But these allegations have since brought up new concerns. Now many are questioning the integrity of her past cases. A spokesperson for the Brooklyn DA's office said, as soon as these allegations were uncovered, we conducted a swift and thorough investigation, immediately terminated the employee, and ordered a comprehensive review of our protocols and procedures to make sure that this abuse of authority never happens again. Lenich is expected to appear in court next month, and if convicted, she could face up to 10 years in federal prison. Reporting in New York, Trinity Chavez, RT.